Okay. Hey Ezra, good to see you, man.
Yo, Alfaro, brother, how are you?
Yeah, I'm pretty good. Actually, funny enough, when I'm asked that question, my usual reply is, yeah, really, really well. But to be honest, and I guess this is why we're having this conversation, I don't sleep too well. I'm 50 now, aches and pains, and really trying to do something that's going to actually better my health. So I'd imagine that's why we're having this chat, and I'm quite excited about it.
Yeah, so I want to congratulate it with receiving the box with the 10-day transformation cleanse, right?
Yeah.
And we're going to unbox it together, and I'm going to guide you before in the preparation to the 10-day cleanse, but also during the cleanse. But today we are going to use the transformation guide to explain how the process is going to work in the next days.
Okay. No, that sounds really good. It's funny because I've been sort of ruminating on what I'm about to do all night, and that's part of the insomnia, and hoping that the product will have some positive impact on my terrible sleep patterns. But I can't help thinking to myself, as you know, I'm in the Ibogaine treatment world, and often people say, "Oh, you're selling snake oil." And I'm looking for the holy grail of addiction treatment. And I'm convinced that nutrition is one of the keys to wellness and sustainable wellness in recovery and for living a healthy life. But part of me is quite skeptical about what's inside the box. It sounds too good to be true. I'm a bit of a skeptic. Well, I'm not really a skeptic, but I like to question things. So part of me wonders about what I'm about to do, what I'm going to put my body through, whether it's going to be tough, not so tough. But I'm willing to give it a go because it's hard to. You have to walk the walk. You can't just talk the talk. So I'm willing to put my ass on the line on this. And you know what? If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. And that's cool as well.
No, and that is a really good starting point. But like you said, nutrition is a foundational principle of life, just like sleep, rest, and movement. And yeah, I found a product line which totally suits with my core values and my ideas about life and health. And like you said, first you have to try everything yourself first. So don't believe anything what I'm here to say. You have to experience it for yourself. So that is a good mindset already. But another mindset is just to be open. And the cleanse is really nice because it's going to give you a lot of awareness, but we're also going to learn how to listen to our body more and more. So I think you are in a nice process. I will help you, support you, the whole cleanse. And yeah, if you have no further questions, then you can unpack your box. So do you have some questions?
Okay, well, yeah, Ezra, I kind of do because you're a healthy looking guy. I can see you reaching out for some goodies.
Blueberries.
What are those?
Blueberries.
Aha, okay. Are they what you guys call the flex foods?
Yeah, yeah.
Nice. Well, I like blueberries, so that shouldn't be a big problem. I mean, you're a healthy looking guy. What line of work are you in? What do you do to look so good, man?
Thank you. Thank you. I am a personal trainer, nutrition, lifestyle, and life coach since 10 years. After a depression 10 years ago, I came on this path of holistic health. For me, health was not only having a lot of allergies and all other ailments, but it was mainly a mental and emotional issue. I had a very low self-esteem, um, almost no self-love. I doubted a lot. I was perfectionistic, procrastinating. I lived in fear, unreal ideas about myself, and I was done with it. And in that process, I came, Paul Chek, Troy Casey came on my path. Those two are real inspiring people and teachers in the field of holistic health. And since then, my dream and legacy was formed, and I wanted to share this with people. And yeah, that is my dream and legacy, to share knowledge about health and life, which we aren't get learned in our regular life and education.
No, that's really great, Ezra. I mean, it's funny how, you know, we try to put a timeline on this conversation, but when you get two people talking with each other that have interesting ideas and views on the world and views on bettering themselves, it's hard to really stick to a time frame. You know, likewise, my journey's been very up and down in the recovery world. I've been looking for that holy grail, you know, and it's just very, very hard to find. But it's out there. And, you know, my goal for my standing in this world is to help people with mental health issues and addictions to be the best versions of themselves. And, you know, we got to make the starting point ourselves to be able to actually put that out there. And if I can go into my resting place thinking that what I have done has been a huge stepping stone in the direction of eradicating addiction as we know it in the next centuries, then it's a job well done. Even helping one person is a job well done. So yeah, I'm really excited. So shall we get cracking?
Yeah, man, nice story. Nice, brother. Okay, yeah. If you got the box,
Yeah.
just open it if you
Okay, so here's
ready.
wonderful box. Be waiting for this. You could show the level of excitement that I didn't really open it in nice style. I just went for it like a rabid animal. And yeah.
But first, what we can do, Alvaro, first, get the transformation guide out of the box.
The transformation guide is buried deep down in here.
Yeah.
I have to say, Ezra, I did cheat a little. You know, I'm a guy with a lot of curiosity. And if you thought I was going to wait until our conversation to actually really open the box, you were quite wrong, my brother. I tried and I was like, you know what? I'm going to start reading some of this stuff, you know?
Yeah. What did you learn so far?
Well, I learned so far that I would like to really refer to this range as Plantblood, which I think is an awesome name. You know, we use dragon's blood to seal wounds on Cambo sessions, and I just love the name Plantblood. Okay, so we got David Sandoval's 10-day challenge here. Is this the book you're looking at?
Yeah, this is the guide you use as a preparation for doing the cleanse optimally. So most of the time I scroll down together with a little bit of introduction, but after this call, just reread it again. And if you have questions, just give me a WhatsApp or a call or whatever. But yeah, like on page 2, every transformation and detox has its process. So there's a table which says that for most of the people, the first 5 days can be hard because when the body's getting real nutrition and it's going to detoxify itself, yes, yeah, you can get some withdrawal symptoms, of course. And yeah, in general, till day 5 and 6, people can have withdrawal systems, but after that, it will begin to become better. But not everybody is the same. You cannot say it is just in general, but it's a little bit of a process. Now, 2 days to 3 days before you go to cleanse, because when are you going to start?
I'm going to start Monday, and the reason being is that all my temptations and obstacles will be out of the way. We have family staying with us at the moment, so I will be starting Monday.
Yeah, that's nice. So then you, in the next days, you're going to avoid eating processed foods, dairy, and meats, and coffee. That is one of the most important things to cut back a few days before you start.
That's going to be tough coffee, man. I'm willing to. It's tough.
Yeah, but after that, you can drink your coffee again, and you're going to enjoy it more and more. Yeah, and you have to drink a lot of water. Like you said, eliminate temptations. It is useful to already have your flex foods and other foods in-house so that you're not hungry when you are going to buy in the shop, because most of the time we come back with other things than we have to. And then there are two schedules on day 4 and on page 4 and 5.
I'm glad you mentioned the two because I was a bit confused between the two schedules.
Yeah. And the left one, page 4, that is, yes, when you are doing the cleanse with the shakes, the supplements, and the flex foods. But on page 5, you do that too, but you can add a flex meal in the evening. So that is the difference. So page 4 is more hardcore. It's with the flex foods. And page 5, if you need to, you can have a flex meal. Most of the people already decide in front that they go to, I'm going to do the hard way. Or I'm going to do it with the flex meal. What we say, try to feel every day again what your body needs. So it is possible that in the first days you need a flex meal, but after that you don't need a flex meal anymore, or even you don't even need flex foods anymore. That is all good. So you don't have to be really rigid in what he says. These are starting points. So when you feel your body needs something like sweet, and like me, I take some blueberries and I eat till I am satiated.
Yeah, satiated.
Satiated. That is what I do. And when I feel that I need a flex meal, I eat something like a flex meal. And that can be different on some days. But in general, the shakes and the supplements are so nutritious that eventually my experience was that I didn't need a lot of flex foods, and I didn't need a flex meal. But do you get the point?
Yeah, I totally get the point, Ezra. Thanks for clarifying that because I was starting to wonder the difference. And I have done intermittent fasting before, so I can cope with long periods of time without eating. The only disadvantage I found with intermittent fasting is that you would smash the food when you were able to eat. What I like about this this 10-day transformation, the time frames that it shows, is that you're regularly putting something in your mouth, and it seems very doable from where I'm sitting. It seems okay.
So every 2 hours you got a moment that, or you take the shake with some supplements, or you take water with other supplements. So you got 7 moments that you have your shake or your supplements. In the transformation guide, it says you start at 7 a.m., 9 a.m., 11, etc. But if you want to start at 8 or at 6, it's totally up to you. But but you have to do the 2-hour frames. So for example, a tip would be maybe to set your alarm in your telephone or something, or some kind of other tool you can use to remind you. But the 2 hours is really important, and that has to do with the blood sugar balance, so that it stays stable. Yeah, if you look at 7, 11 a.m. and 3 p.m., you see that you take water with the MAPs, the amino acids. Can you grab them? Then you can see them.
Yeah, sure. So let's have a look here. Okay. So here we go. We have the map here. Okay.
Those are the amino acids, building blocks of life.
Yeah.
They will, during the cleanse, how do you say it? You will maintain muscle mass, and you even will burn fat with that. So those are really, yeah, so they maintain muscle mass and building fat. And what you can do, that was a tip of Lucy Mays, is that you write on the top of the bottle the times that and the amounts of MAPs you have to take. So that can be a tip. So you don't
11 and 3.
Yeah, if that is the schedule you want to do, yeah.
11, 11 and 3, and it is 4 times 4, correct?
Yeah, so four pills a time.
Okay, good. So marked up.
Yeah, and then you get the cracked cell chlorella.
Cracked cell chlorella. Here we go. Yep.
That's for yeah, detoxifying the liver and the kidneys.
The 7, 11 and 3.
Yeah, and in the transformation guide it says 20 tablets a time. But a side note, this cracked cell chlorella is really powerful. So in the past, there are also a lot of people for who the 20 chlorella pills in the beginning at the first day were too much because the withdrawal symptoms were so heavy. So what you can do is start your first day with 5 a time. If it feels good, next day 10 feels good, 15 the next day, and eventually 20. That is totally up to you, but that is a way that when the withdrawal symptoms are too high, you can lower the cracked cell chlorella.
What do you mean by withdrawal symptoms?
For example, when the body is detoxifying, the chemicals get pushed out of the body, so people maybe get heavy headaches or feel sick, or yeah, all other kinds of ailments. So if that is too heavy, then maybe you can cut down the cracked cell chlorella a little bit and then see what happens.
That's good advice. I have experience with chlorella already, but actually taking it straight out of a glass with water, which is pretty hardcore, man. So I'm quite happy that they're inside capsules because it's not easy to do, you know? It's not easy to gag first thing in the morning when you're putting this stuff in. Okay, cool. So that's understood, the chlorella.
Yeah, so that are the moments with the water, the MAPs and the chlorella. And then you got the moments you take the shake. So at 9 a.m., 1 p.m., and 5 p.m., you got the Hippocrates Power Shake. That is the big one.
Okay, so I have Hippocrates Power, and I have Hippocrates Power mit Beeren Geschmack, which I guess is the beer.
Okay, yeah, that's because you have the Infinity package.
Right.
You get 2 tubes. The one is, I guess, without a sweetener flavor. So that is the hardcore one. And the other one is It's really nice. I think it's really nice. So
Okay.
they're both the same, but it's the flavor.
A guy whose first addiction was sugar is going to have real difficulty in choosing the non-sweet version. So I guess we'll go for the non-sweet version, huh? So
Yeah.
we're looking at Hippocrates Power, right?
Yeah, that is the green shake, also called the liquid sunshine. It will give you a lot of energy. It will make you feel fulfilled, and it would also reduce your cravings for sweets and processed foods. So that is real interesting. And it also contains rice bran solubles, and they will trigger the hormone adiponectin, also called the skinny hormone or the fat burning hormone. This is also really powerful in burning belly fat.
What? So I'm just trying to get rid of messages that ping up on my. I'm not sure if you see them, so hopefully you don't. Okay. Yeah. Okay, that makes perfect sense. So, okay. Do you want? Should I write on here 9, 1, and 5?
Yes.
9.
And what I would do, because if you look in the transformation guide, in the orange column, with the power shake, you add something to the power shake. So 16 drops of ionic elements.
Shall I grab that?
Yes.
Okay, the ionic elements here.
Yeah.
Nice pipette.
Those will mineralize your body, and it's also alkalizing your body. And you have to shake it, and then you how do you say it? You squeeze it,
Yeah.
and then you put 16 drops of the ionic elements in your shake.
Okay, understood. Yeah.
And then you get the black walnut plus.
Black walnut capsules, yeah, or pills. Yeah. Here you go. Black walnut. Yeah.
Yeah, that is for your colon, that for the parasites. And just take 2 capsules, put it in your mouth, swallow it together with the shake. So you don't have to do it in the shake.
Okay, that makes perfect sense. Okay, so that is a package.
Yeah.
Okay, understood.
But then you have to, how do you say it? Pay attention, because in the orange column, you only take the black walnuts at 9 a.m. and at 5 p.m.
Yeah, okay, seen that, yes.
Because if you take it also at 1 p.m., then in your first days, your black walnut plus, you're totally through to them, and then you will not make it to the end of the cleanse. So you must be aware that you only take those 2 times a day.
Okay, stick to the plan. Got it.
Yeah. Okay. And the last moment is, yeah, here it says 7 p.m., but you can also do it approximately 2 hours before bedtime, is that you take the apothecary.
Ah, okay. I've seen that around here somewhere. Yeah. Here we go.
Yeah, that is a tart cherry, and that will boost your melatonin. So it will bring you in your deepest sleep. So that is interesting. Like you said, with your sleep quality and challenges to, yeah, see what is happening.
If only this works, that's already good.
Yeah, that's a real nice one. You do it, you put it in water, and two teaspoons, the big ones, 2 teaspoons in water, and also 16 ionic element drops in it.
So, yeah, and ionic elements. Yeah, got it. Yeah, okay.
the all the products in 10 days, you will use them. The only things that will have some leftovers are the apothecary and the ionic elements. And I will use them after the cleanse. Use them, keep using them. If you do the 20 chlorella from the beginning, they will also be only for 10 days. But if you, like I said, on day 1 you take 5, day 2 10, then probably you will have some cracked chlorella over, and then you can take it also after the 10 days.
Okay, sounds good. Okay.
And yeah, then we can go to the flex foods and flex meals. So the purpose of this cleanse is that you're not going to starve. So yeah. So when you feel that you need something to eat, and not that your mind is thinking you have to eat, but you really feel, oh, the body needs something, you are allowed to eat so-called flex foods. And on that page, you can see on page 9, you can see what the flex foods are.
Got it. Yeah.
For example, mostly fruits and certain veggies.
Okay.
So for example, apples, avocado, cucumbers, watermelon, all kind of berries, celery, spinach, broccoli, kale. But you can also use to flavor it cayenne pepper, Himalayan sea salt, and you are also allowed to drink some unsweetened almond milk or coconut milk. So yeah, you can have your flex foods during the cleanse.
The good news, Ezra, is I got most of these things in house anyway.
Yeah, yeah. And for example,
I don't even have to go shopping.
Nice, that's nice. And even when you feel in the evening that you think, you need something bigger, you are allowed to take a flex meal. And if you look on page 9, you see 2 columns, the left one and the right one.
Yes.
Yes. The on the half of the left one, you see 10-day lifestyle and athlete's transformation, flex meal options, right?
Yeah.
It's on the left column. So above the top left column are the flex foods, and the column on the left column downwards, where it says 10-day lifestyle and athlete's transformation, flex meal options, and the right columns are all the ingredients where you can make your flex meal out of.
Okay. Understood. Yeah.
You're allowed to eat some protein sources like eggs, organic cotton cheese, wild salmon, chicken even. You can eat sweet potatoes, brown rice, whatever, veggies and everything. So yeah, it's not that you have to starve, but it's also not the purpose that you are going to overeat. You have to really feel what the body needs. So that is the purpose of the cleanse.
Okay, that's all clear. I've got to apologize for notifications popping up. I haven't quite learned how to cancel those when they come in. Okay, well, that's all clear. That's all clear.
Do you have further questions?
Well, I mean, yes, but obviously we're a bit time poor, both you and I, so we probably have to start wrapping up soonish. But Ezra, I have an extra thing in here which is called love. What do I do with this baby? Dark berry love.
Yeah, so you received, because you're also sharing the products, maybe in the future when you're positive, you bought an infinity package, so you got 2 extra tubes. You can use that after the cleanse, for example. And yeah, You can use it all the time. It contains more than 12 sorts of berries from all over the world. So they contain a lot of antioxidants. And yeah, those are really powerful. In the United States, they don't have this product, and they are jealous about it because this is a really tasty shake. It's almost like a milkshake, but a healthy one.
Okay, got it, understood. And then so the love and the berry Hippocrates powder, they're just general maintenance, right?
Can you repeat that, Alvaro?
The Hippocrates berry and the love are just general maintenance products to keep going, keep the health.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, I use the Hippocrates for 1.5 years already, one shake a day, and sometimes also bought the Love Dog Berry because I really find it tasteful. Yes, you can use it as maintenance, but for example, you can also use the Love Dog Berry if you want to as a so-called flex food during the cleanse. It's also possible.
Okay, okay.
But I don't think it's really necessary.
Okay.
From out of my experience.
Well, that all sounds really cool. I've noticed as well, I've got a little gym bag in here, and I've got a shaker with a strange metal thing inside it. I guess that's to froth up the shakes, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Ah, same as mine. Look at that. Well, that all sounds pretty easy. And you know what, Ezra? What is exciting me a bit more about this product is that it might seem we have a lot of items, but the reality is we only really have 6 items for this 10-day cleanse. And I remember being in London, decades ago. I am actually as old as I look, really, 50 years old. Decades ago, I was seeing a nutritionist in Harley Street, a very well-respected man from Belgium, and he was a wonderful man. But I would come home with boxes of pills. I mean, you can't imagine how daunting it was to have an A4 page of instructions. Take this at this time and this with that, but don't take it this day because of this and that. And I'm an intelligent guy. Well, I believe I am anyway. And it was just too much for me. And more recently, I saw a nutritionist in where I live here in Portugal. Again, amazing people, great knowledge, but it was also very complicated. And I'm not very good with complicated. I will go for the cleanse, really full steam ahead, do it, and then I will burn out with the idea and move on to the next thing. So what I've realized in my journey is that easy does it. So what I am trying to do with myself is to actually take it a bit slower, rather than go and exercise and injure myself and find out that I'm not able to exercise because I've hurt myself, which is probably part of that internal dialogue of sabotage. Okay, people in addiction are great saboteurs, whether it's your great plans or your health or your recovery or your relationships, whatever it might be. Sabotage is kind of order of the day. So I'm really looking forward to getting my teeth into this, but taking a little bit slowly. I did mention to you a few days ago, yeah, I'm gonna swim, I'm gonna do yoga, I'm gonna do breath work, I'm gonna do all these things. I'm thinking, how the F am I gonna fit all that in with what I'm doing over the next week? So I'm gonna just see how I go, easy does it, gently work my way in. And it's more of a video diary for myself, but I'm going to video diarize my 10-day journey. Someone might find it interesting, people might not. It's really for myself so that I can actually be accountable to the cleanse and having more of a healthy mindset going forward. So that's pretty much what this is about, is to aim to change my mindset. I mean, I eat healthily generally, but I also have a sweet tooth. And, you know, I have two parents that died of cancer. My father died 8 months ago, you know, and they were pretty healthy people, really. And my dad, you know, part of his legacy was boxes and boxes and boxes of supplements, you know, and it just all looked very confusing and daunting. So I think it's important now, having hit the age of 50, is to get moving and start looking after, you know, my physical, mental, and emotional health. You know, this is why people like Troy Casey, the certified health nut, Wim Hof and his Wim Hof method. You know, people like these guys, Mick Dodge, awesome guy. I love the guy. He's really cool. You know, people like this are alternative. You know, they're alternative and they're inspiring me. And I'm kind of an alternative kind of guy. You know, doing Ibogaine to get out of that addictive behavior was pretty hardcore at the time, you know, and it only took me a week to make that decision. And I want to do this properly, you know, and I want to thank you so much for walking me through the steps. I got to say that the information in the box is quite well laid out, but it's so much easier when you have someone in front of you, even if it is on Zoom, explaining the steps and how it works. And yeah, you fill me with encouragement, so thanks a lot.
Yeah. So this is a really nice and convenient 10-day transformation. We keep it simple, and that's it. And for accountability, I am your support during the whole cleanse. Like I said, we can jump on the Zoom, we can jump on the chat, on the WhatsApp, whatever, speak in a voice memo, whatever. But I'm here to support you, and I'm looking forward to see your video diary and your process, because I know for sure that it will be a great and mind-blowing experience. But like I said, don't believe me, you're going to do it, and you will have your experience and what is needed in your process. So I wish you a lot of fun and also a lot of good luck.
Thanks, Ezra. I really appreciate your time. Okay, so I'll let you get on with your busy day. Thank you so much, and we'll be in touch. Okay.
Cool, brother.
Look after yourself.
Thank you. You too, bro.
Take care, man. Bye bye.
One love.
One love.
One love.